Welcome back to Offrame Productions. My name is Chris, and we're back playing Read Only Memories 2064. Now, to summarize what happened in the last couple of episodes, shit hit the fan. We found out what happened to Hayden. And Turing is... He's a little he's a little stressed. He's a little sad. We're all a little sad. But now we have two options. We can go and follow the tech and go to Flower Mansion. In order to gain a clue on what happened to Hayden. Who killed Hayden? Or we could follow the Parallax newspaper articles being altered at the Coast IO Corp. Now, personally, I'm more interested in that than I am about following where Turing is. Seems more interesting.
Here we are. The Cos IO Corporation office building.
Yes, we are.
It looks like most of the businesses on this block are a part of the same corporate coalition under Cos IO. Well, perhaps. At the very least, it means it's unlikely they're the ones interfering with Augmented Eye's articles. Not impossible, but unlikely.
Now, let's see. We still don't know what about the articles are being altered. Whether it's for good or for bad, or to make it spam. I honestly do not know. Let's see. Ultimately, I guess we'll have to look further afield. Because we don't know.
That makes sense.
In all facts of the matters, go the pragmatic approach. It will help you in life. Now at this point, I'm going to look around. I'm going to see if there's anything cool. And if not, I'll be back. Nothing too important here, so let's just go ahead and go in.
The meshnet says Augmented Eye's SF office is run by an individual named Zin, and Tomcat confirmed she's expecting us.
Alright.
All we have to do now is head up and talk to her.
Yeah, head up, talk to Zin.
No shenanigans
find out what's going
this time.
Oh. Turing, you do not know me. There will be shenanigans. There will be a lot of shenanigans. And there will be many shenanigans just because the word itself is so goddamn fun. Now, Zin. Hello. A sharp-dressed woman stares you down. Do not look away. Always look away. Do I touch Zin? I do not touch Zin. That would be inappropriate considering I just met her. Let's talk to Zin.
Hello. Welcome to Augmented Eye.
Your Augmented Eye looks a lot different than what I was expecting. I honestly kind of expected a rundown building. I don't know. It's just what I thought.
You must be the journalist my network admin said would be showing up.
Yes.
Have a seat. Would you like a drink?
I would love a soda. Maybe, and some tea. And some milk. Just put it all together. And I will drink that. Yeah, water would be nice. Oh man, a Hassie. Hot cup would hit the spot. And Hassie would be amazing. And maybe I'd see Ramona. You know what? Let's just get some water.
My assistant will bring it right away. Look, I'll start off by saying I'm a little uncomfortable about bringing in another journalist to look into this.
Okay.
Whatever you dig up, I'll have to explain to the rest of the press. But it's still better than the other options.
Yeah. That is usually how I get by when most video games end in life. I am better than the other options.
Chances are I have another corporation scoping out my territory.
Okay.
If they aren't in the coalition, they'll be expecting a corporate spy, not a news hound. If they are in the coalition, it won't look good for me to send in my own reporters against my allies. Even if I do end up being right.
This is true. This is very true.
So if I'm damned either way, I'd rather it be by the media.
Very, Very strong of you, very courageous of you, because the media can suck.
At least then we can fight back on a familiar battlefield.
Well, then again, she is the media, so... I don't know.
Now, what do you know about our problem here?
Look, someone is tampering with your articles on the mesh. How?
That's
We
the
don't
long
know.
and short of it. My network admin is pulling their hair out over it. I'm not going to pretend I understand everything they say, but from what I understand, the changes to our articles aren't being made from inside our network.
No, they are made, just gonna explain. Basically, there's an overlay.
The versions on our servers are still the originals, but at some point after they hit the mesh, they get changed.
Yeah, it basically, something is creating an overlay over the article, changing it in very minute ways, but in such ways that are, it changes a lot of things.
I'm hoping that you can do some digging, maybe hit up your contacts and get a lead on who might be doing it. Even if I have to get answers from the nightly news, it will be a big help.
Let's see. Now, what type of changes are being made? Most important question, and in all honesty, the most important question, because what changes are being made would give me insight on who's doing it and why. Why are you so sure it isn't an inside job? It doesn't... We'll get to that later. Do you have any idea where I should start looking? Okay, first, you start looking by asking the most important question.
Mostly little things. Word choice, tone of the writing, things that make the writer appear more or less extreme on a topic.
Okay. More and less? Sorry, more or less for different people.
So far, almost all of the edits seem to be making our articles more positive on new technologies coming out, and more critical of organizations like the Human Revolution.
Now this is a bit intriguing. So we've met the Human Revolution, the anti-hybrid, the anti-cyborg robotics AI, and the few we've met are seemingly okay, but they were kind of dicks. Okay, and now we've settled upon the other end of the spectrum. Probably the other douchebags of the spectrum, because in all spectrums there's a douchebag. There's two spectrums that intersect. There's a douchebag in all of them.
That's actually what tipped us off. A harsh criticism one of my writers made about the Human Revolution protests was changed to be downright vitriolic, and I had a hell of a time putting out the fires.
Okay.
My writers and readers aren't exactly fans of them, but I'd rather not pick fights with the Human Revolution if I don't have to.
Ideal. And generally, as a news source, you should be mostly impartial. You're always going to have the inherent biases, but you should at least try to be, a neutral source. Let's see. Now, do we know if it is an inside job?
I guess I'm not, but my network admin assures me it's all coming from somewhere else.
That doesn't stop it from being an inside job, but it makes it less likely.
They told me that they tore out all of the routers that broadcast to the mesh and replaced them with fresh ones. All kinds of tricks involving IP addresses and DNS changes that I'm not going to even begin to claim to understand.
Yeah, as for as much as I know, which is not much, anything that could be doing this is way beyond me. That's my alarm. It says I should wake up.
I pay them big bucks, so I'm inclined to believe them unless you dig up something that tells me otherwise.
Pragmatic approach. I'll follow you on that one. Do you have any ideas where I should start looking? And only because I have no other option.
Not really. My admin says that only someone with intimate access to Parallax's network protocols could make these kind of changes as something passes across the net.
Okay.
Personally, I think it's a clever hacker rather than someone inside Parallax itself.
It's possible for both ends of the spectrum, for both ends of those, for that. Being so pro-technology and anti-human revolution, you have to wonder if somebody's gone rogue in Parallax and says, "Hey, let's just get the media to kind of cover for me." But if that person is in Parallax, it'd seem unwise to put himself out for that when there are other ways that you can probably do that within Parallax, both legal and illegal.
The public trust rating of Parallax makes them look like a saint among wolves, so their control over the mesh network provisions is strangling. It's trivially easy to set up ROMs to use a different OS than LIPS or a different meshnet protocol without that trust. Or, Parallax is abusing its power to spread pro-tech propaganda. Doubtful they need to.
True, I mean, I am hanging out with a fancy ROM named Turing, so for the most part, I'm pro-tech right now.
I'm sure you'll be a good journo and bring me back the right answer.
I will bring you back the honest answer. Wink, honest. Okay.
I know
That's a
tin
start.
hat conspiracies aren't an ideal start, but it's the best we can do with the info we have.
Yeah. Well, I've worked with less, and I've always wanted more. So.
Anything else I can tell you, off the record?
Yes.
If you want it on the record, it'll cost you your firstborn and a really good cigar.
Okay. I will give you 3 cigars because I don't have a firstborn. And I probably won't have one anytime soon. Let's see. Can you think of any reason why you're being targeted? It's a bit too easy to guess. Know if anyone else has articles being manipulated? A more important question that would also answer this one.
Alright, look. I wasn't going to tell you this. If it gets out, I'd have to answer some really hard questions.
Okay.
So, you didn't hear this from me. You might want to go check out TMI Entertainment and Charlie Nova.
TMI?
That's all I'll say. And remember, you take a bite out of him with my name as your defense, I drop you fast.
Okay. Can you think of any reason
Like
why you're
what?
being targeted?
There isn't much more I can tell you about Augmented Eye, really. It's a fairly simple and straightforward operation, if I say so myself. We started off in Venezuela as a sleek current events and news organization in 2055. Almost 10 years ago now. We focus on more in-depth reporting of on-the-street happenings, on top of major news.
Okay.
We're one of the few good ones left.
Well, good is subjective, and that's not really what I'm here to answer, is it?
Once folks in other cities saw the type of reporting we do, they all clamored for it. They invested in the right places, and it paid off. COS-IO Corp is happy to have us here in the OSF. It wasn't until hybrid tech started hitting the public sphere that we had to make any changes to our model.
Okay.
All of that said, I can't see why anyone would target us. Unless they're just trying to embroil us in a mudslinging match with the human revolution, and there are much more direct ways of making that happen.
Yeah. As of right now, that anything I could think of seems a bit too convoluted, and obviously we have to follow the Occam's razor. What is the most likely outcome, and then go from there and figure out things. As of right now, no outcome seems ideal. So, what is the real reason you are bringing in outside help? I don't know. Look, your own journalist should be able to handle digging up some dirt on a hacker, but I don't know.
What? Not wanting to answer prying questions from my coalition board isn't a good enough reason?
That's actually the perfect reason, but there's more.
'Cause I'd really like to avoid that. And look, you've covered culture wars, right?
Yes. Totally.
My journalists are good, but they're mostly good at gadget reviews, implant releases, not taking too many stims so they remember what they did at raves for the after-party reports.
Okay.
This needs an investigative journalist with serious contacts, not tech personalities.
We should probably not tell her that my last gig was reviewing these headsets that I have in my bag and haven't used.
The fact that my network admin recommended you to me means you probably know the right people.
I know like 4 people.
Now, does that cover it? I'd like to remove my nose from your ass.
Well, that's it. I'll be back. I'll find more questions. I'll find out the answers.
No, don't bother. In hindsight, I probably should have been a bit more circumspect about speaking to you.
Really? Why you gotta...
Plausible deniability and all that.
Okay, fine. I'll give you that.
I won't ask you to lie in anything you write. But do remember you got in contact with me not even secondhand, but third hand. I certainly didn't sick you on anyone. Wink wink, nudge nudge, or whatever. If you need anything else, have your person get with my person. Don't come here directly.
Nope. I'm gonna talk to your bunny, and your bunny will answer the very personal questions I ask it.
Now, I'd show you the door, but you know the way. And this isn't the only fire I'm trying to put out. Good luck, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was more confrontational than I'd have expected, considering she was the one needing help.
That was exactly as confrontational as I expected. I have dealt with people on both sides of the newspaper, so... Yeah, Turi, I don't know what you're getting at.
She never brought you that water, either.
Damn it, she didn't! I'm glad I didn't ask for a Hassie.
Is it always like this?
Yes. Let's see. She knows the game, but we didn't walk away with nothing. People don't usually give away much. Secrets are expensive. Without lies, there wouldn't be much to write about. She knows the game. She knows it. She knows what she's doing. I know what I'm doing. We didn't walk away with nothing.
Very true. I will admit that I am interested in the possibility of a link back to Parallax. If all of this really is due to somebody manipulating the mesh net on the inside, it may give us the leverage we need to find out what happened to Hayden once and for all.
It is a stretch, and more than likely this is probably not the direct cause, but I'm more interested in this than I am of following your tech, because your tech is self-explanatory, really. There's only a handful of people that do know about you, and maybe a handful that we don't know of yet, but whatever.
That said, I will take care not to get my hopes up.
Really, Turn? Why you gotta lose faith in me?
No assumptions when investigating, lest we lead ourselves down a false path.
I will now go down every false path because you don't believe in me.
Anyway,
and that hurts.
Seems like our next step is...
It hurts.
What the...
Well... Oh, look, it's a... Shit. Shit.
What
Fuck.
That's Zin!
Yeah, that is. Well, there's one way to get plausible deniability. Okay, quick, think. What the hell happened? We know what happened. Somebody threw her out the window. 2, oh no, we need to go help her. There are already 4 people helping her. There's not really much I can do. Whatever. Let's just go with this. But, you know, let's just go with, let's go help her.
It's too late.
Of course it is. Yes, I know. She fell out a fucking window.
The angle and height of the fall, rendering suitable aid is beyond our capabilities now.
Even worse if, depending on the type of glass that was.
Your desire is laudable, but emergency services are already on the way. They will assist her as much as they can. We should head back to her office and see if we can determine what happened here.
Yeah, that's
Perhaps we can still dispense justice. It looks like the desk has been cleared off.
Yeah. And I believe her bunny is also...
Let's take a look around, but be careful not to disturb any evidence.
I think this is
The police
something.
will be here soon.
Okay.
Her personal computer is not password protected at the moment.
Okay. But her personal... That's not her personal computer. This was a TV that was up here.
Give me a moment to look through her file.
Yeah,
Best
yeah.
to keep your fingerprints off of the keyboard.
Yeah, you do that, Turn.
Most of this isn't very interesting.
No, that was generally her newspaper stuff where she would be...
Committee reports, financials, article submissions.
Okay. But...
Oh, here we go. According to this email between Zin and her network admin, her lead on TMI Entertainment is a little more solid than she led us to believe. The admin ran a web crawler looking for changes in writing styles. Some blog posts by their head anchor Charlie Nova stood out like a sore thumb.
Okay.
Apparently he's a bit pompous, if in an affable way, and his blog usually just details his day-to-day life. But ever since the human revolution has been in town, he's been smearing them with more venom than you'd expect, considering how neutral his on-air reporting has been. Zin seemed to think he was just complaining about the protesters fouling up traffic, and whoever is manipulating these posts spun it to make him look critical of the movement as a whole.
That's odd. Why go after a blogger?
Just like the Augmented Eye journalist.
Yeah, but the Augmented Eye was a nudge in a direction. Where with Zin, it's like throwing him out of a window.
This Charlie fellow is the one we need to talk to.
Yeah. But most importantly, okay, what's up with this window?
My thermal sensors only detect a single set of lingering footprints, and they end almost... Considering the density of this glass, I can't imagine Zin jumped from that far and managed to throw herself through the pane without help.
Plus backwards.
But who could have done it? I don't see any obvious marks on the floor, or any other thermal hotspots.
It's this. Whatever it is this.
It doesn't look like it. We should go.
No.
There isn't anything else here, and the police are...
Son of a...
God! Hey, Lexi. How you doing?
I should have figured the two of you would be here.
Hey, I like your hair.
You just won't stay out of trouble no matter what I say, will you?
Look, I'm doing a job. This was not part of it, but it's... Look, okay, wait. She's not gonna believe anything. I'm just gonna leave it as this.
I assure you, Detective Rivers, we are merely in the wrong place at the wrong time.
God damn it, Terry, you're making it worse. I would never believe you.
We had an appointment with Zin to discuss a possible lead and found her office in this state of disrepair.
Of course you did. Damn it. Fine. Get the hell out of here before anyone else shows up.
I need to check out what happened to the bunny.
We'll chat about the case more when I'm not busy scraping bodies off the pavement. You hear me?
I didn't do it.
Certainly, Detective Rivers. I'll forward you a report of what we know immediately, and we can speak further at a later time.
Yeah, whatever. Get moving.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Why did you lie to Lexi? We could have told her about the article. No. I don't think she would buy it. Why? She wouldn't have for me. Let's be fair. She doesn't need to know. Because we don't even know. We don't know, okay?
It doesn't matter anyway. Detective Rivers has every bit of information that Zin gave us on that computer. Her investigation will not be hampered by our absence, whereas ours is halted if we're stuck giving answers she can just as well get from a hard drive.
Yeah. Plus, Lexi's a smart girl. She'll be fine.
Has it occurred to you that whoever threw Zin out of that window could be after the same thing we are, except to silence the story rather than to get it out?
I totally thought that, Turing.
We have little time for fooling about and must get to Charlie Nova before something happens to him too.
True.
I have highlighted the main Neo SF offices for TMI Entertainment on your map. Let's go.
No, Turing, no. Well, we'll go and call it. We'll call it there for a day. We'll call it there for today, and let's just gotta think. So we get invited over to this newspaper. And while we're here at this newspaper, we get told stories are being altered, both here and at TMI. After we get our need to know and possible, as we get our information that we to go search, Zin, the head of Augmented Eye, mind you, and the one in full knowledge of it being altered, is forcibly thrown out the window with no other person there. But don't do a thick ass plate glass window. So yeah. At that point, we are going to go and stop it here. We're going to save. We're going to leave. And we will follow the murder mystery that is solving for Hayden and now Zin's death on the next episode of Offering Productions and Read Only Memories. I hope you're enjoying the game. I know I am. The game's fun, and it's always fun. And it's always nice to flex your brain muscles and read. Mainly, possibly at the same time. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, leave whatever the hell you want down below. And of course, I will be back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. I will see you then. Later.